Hey guys, this is Priya, and Priya is probably one of my most famous heads that I have ever done because I turned this little cutie patootie into this fierce, blue, black, awesome, amazing hair. And guess what? I'm going to show you guys how to do it today here on Hair Toots Light.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hair Toots, raw, real, and diverse hair education, tips, and tricks. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Okay, guys, let's get into it. So we gave her a crystal gel because Priya used like a lot of oils in her hair, and I don't like that stuff like clicking with my lightener. So I don't know what's going on. So we gave her a crystal gel. I don't think I have video of that. I couldn't find it. But I did cut her hair off. As you can see, it's sitting on the floor back there. And so here is her natural virgin state hair. She has no color in her hair, which makes me like super happy because we're going to get a really great lift today. So here we go. Here we go. So I am going in with Olaplex and Oligo Pro, and this is going to be a mix of the lift up to 9, and the other one would be the cool tone. So I mix those together with 20 volume. And so I'm using my 3D balayage comb, and I like this thing a lot because it's better than teasing a lot of times. And some short hair, so it's kind of hard to get those little grips on it. So I did do the foils. Oh, let's try it for a third time. Okay, there we go. So we got it. Really short hair. So I'm going to do the foils just like regular foil, but then I'm going to go in between the foils and kind of like tip them out a little bit with the 3D balayage comb. And what it does is kind of like separate the hair to make it like a teasy light, but without teasing. Because, you know, if you guys are hairdressers and you've done teasy lights, they ain't easy to comb out. So I just want to separate these hairs. I need to build lightness at the ends. So the way to do this is to go ahead and do a highlight and then go in between the regular base highlight and then do this like sort of like 3D balayage highlight, or just using like a teasy highlight, but you got to get the hair in between as well because you got to build the lightness towards the ends that we need for this color. And so we are going with blue. And so a lot of misconceptions is that you have to go like to the palest blonde for blue, and you don't. So the level of blue that we're using is going to be a darker blue. So we don't need to go all the way up into, so you can see it's a bit difficult to get these things separated, but you can get that up into like a level 9 and maybe even an 8 sometimes for the dark blue that we're going. We don't need to be the inside of a banana peel for this because of the level of hue of the blue that we're going. So we're just going to work through the whole head, installing all these foils. And I do like to just work systematically through the back of the head first, because if the hair is done back there, I can stop and rinse. So now we are going to move into the front of the head, and I'm doing my M for money off her part, and I'm going to do little teasy foils right here in the front, and or weavy foils, and I'm going to go pretty close to the scalp because we do want that bold blue front piece. And Prya is like probably one of my cutest clients. I just adore her so much. And right now her hair is currently purple and it just stays so great for her. So like, why not? So I am using this board by Ashley Norman. This one is a metal board. I do like this one. I do like using boards a lot. When I was younger and doing hair, my old boss used to use boards and I'm like, God, she's lazy. But I actually like it now because it helps me push the lightener into the hair. So back to this M for money thing. So I like would draw an M off their part and on their hair. And then the little pieces that are like not the M would like shadow over the pieces that I highlighted. And it would make like the perfect like shadowy top. So it's something that's kind of interesting placement. And I think it's interesting if you guys try it and see what it kind of turns out like. So as you can see, I always pre-fold my foils 1 inch over, and then I apply that back towards the head so I can fold it. And then I will come and I will kick it back and then lock it in. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the other side, and I'm going to weave the front. I always weave the front piece, and I go right through the whole thing because I want it to be a deep weave in the front, and I don't want it to look like a slice or a line when she pulls her hair back or whatever. So again, just kicking the foil back. And we're just going to do this through the whole rest of the M section in the front. Again, feathering it up towards the top. Now that I'm done with the front money section, now I'm going to go in what I call my horseshoe pattern, and I'm going to go around the top of the head in like a horseshoe pattern and a diagonal back section. I'm going to feather these up towards the top because we want to do some like rooted kind of look, but I don't want to have to root her because this is a long enough process. So again, going in with my 3D balayage comb, I take a slice, I go, and it's got like these little jaggedy things, and it just helps like separate that hair. I will go ahead and tip out some of these pieces as well. Like I said, just pushing this lightener through, guys. And I do mix as I go. My assistant does mix my lightener for me as we go. So as you can see, I'm keeping this rooted. I'm keeping it dropped out. This is something I truly need to talk to myself about because I am a product of the 90s. I've been doing hair for 30 something years, guys. I know everybody's like, what have you been doing it since you were 4? No, I've been doing it since I was like 14 though. And I am like always like doing it towards the root. So it's really, really hard for me to keep it away from the, like going so close to the scalp. So I really have to talk myself out of it a lot of times. And I'm like, just keep it back, Elyse, keep it back. So now I'm going to work the other side. I'm just going to go in with that 3D balayage comb again, guys. Sorry. I don't want to be like a broken record here. So we're just going to work that horseshoe back again on the diagonal back on the other side. So I'll let you guys enjoy that. So now that I've installed it all through the top, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab these pieces that are like left out, and I'm going to use the comb and I'm going to separate those as well. I'm just going to get in there and tip these out throughout the whole head just to like brighten up those end pieces, because I really want this blue to pop. Blue black ain't easy, and I'm using her natural color as the base. So I'm just, like I said, hitting those ends in the color, and we're going to do this through the whole top of the head. Okay, guys, awesome. So we processed her, and this is the final result. So we did rinse her, stop oxidation with Malibu C Deox, and then we gave her Olaplex number 2, and now we are going to apply Matrix Socult Admiral Navy. Now, this part is just a basic application, guys, and I am just going to let you enjoy. I am going to take thin 1/2-inch sections, and I'm going to apply this to the pre-lightened hair. Now, after this, I am just going to rinse and condition. That is it. I am not going to shampoo this out. It doesn't need to be shampooed out. There is no oxidation required for this. So which means I am not mixing anything with this to make it work. That's why we have to pre-lighten the hair. There is no damage from this as well. Now I do add Olaplex number 1 to all my direct dyes for full strength. And so it's almost like you're getting a repair while I'm putting direct dyes on your hair. So it's a win-win. There's nothing damaging about this. So again, I'm just applying it. I'm working it through the hair. I'm going to comb it through or brush it through with a brush. But right now I'm just kind of getting it all over and working it through the hair. And as you can see, I'm doing a lot of this filming myself. So this is my favorite pink comb. I love this comb for combing through any kind of vivids on the hair. Just working this color through. I actually grabbed the big brush because I just needed coverage. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing anything spectacular. And like I said, this is the semi from Matrix Socult. I don't deal with anything you have to use like oxidation in fun tones, because I think that, like, I don't know, you don't get the right result. Like, it would just be weird for me because you can't see the color when you're doing it, and I need to be able to see the color that I'm doing. So again, just applying it, and I do it towards the back because then that way it's not like flapping down in her face. Now, sometimes I do apply things, like I actually just did one today that I did all forward, but I use things to protect the face. So again, just working that blue through the hair, and I'm going to process this for about 25 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed the back of my head. Now, of course, around the face, we always get a little bit later because those hairs are what I call the tender vittles, and they do lighten a lot easier. So it's going to get super bright around the face, but that's fun. Like, why not? And Priya loves to watch the camera. We always yell at her, stop looking at the camera, Priya. So guys, here's the before again. And guys, here it is. Here's the after. Guys, if you find value in my content, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit the ding dong, all those great things. The link is in the bio for all the things that I've used on this head of hair, and then some, and all the things that I love, my Amazon, my Instagram, my salon, all the things. Guys, I appreciate you and love ya. And we will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.